Hi, it's Sunny and I'm back. Welcome to my channel for those of you who have just found me, and welcome home to all of my viewers. Today I'm going to show you and tell you all about my newest find for the kitchen. This is called the Copper Chef Perfect Egg Maker. And I guess it's nothing new. I was thinking it was brand new, and a little research online shows that it came out a couple years ago, but they have refined it and made it better. And I got this for $19.99 at one of our favorite stores, which is Target. No. Yes. It might have been at Target. It was either Target, Walmart. No, it wasn't Walmart. It was Pearl Harbor NEX Exchange, maybe. Or where else? Oh, Bed Bath & Beyond always has a lot of As Seen on TV. It was one of those, okay? You probably can just order it online. Anyhow, I thought, well, I'm always loving poached eggs, but I'm never doing a very good poached egg. So now it's going to be a little difficult because I'm either going to have to keep aiming the camera down or bringing stuff up to you. So I don't have one of those fancy smancy setups with the camera and the zoom and the cameraman. I'm just on my own with my little cell phone. So you're gonna just have to settle for primitive stuff. I hope that's okay. I'm gonna lift this. This is already plugged in and it's got a really short cord. They do that with a lot of electric things so that you don't get things pulled over. Okay, here is how it looks when you got all the pieces together. Okay, here's the front, and this is the on switch, and you don't even, it won't even work as an off switch. Okay, now this is the lid. As you can see here, this is a hard-boiled egg that I already did in here, and I'll tell you more about that. You get a little plastic omelet pan, okay? These are all plastic or silicone or whatever. I think they're plastic. This is to hold 7 eggs. This is the extender ring. You don't have to use it. This is if you want to make poached eggs, and it makes the funniest shaped poached egg, but I have to tell you, it at least focuses. It does make a good poached egg. They've got to make these software for the cameras, so you just say the word focus, and it lets the camera know that it needs to catch up with you. You know, I hate this. Another one of these rings. This is the where you're going to put your water. Mine is a little, I've used mine a lot in the last few days, and it's really helping bring Dennis's numbers down, his sugar, blood sugar numbers, because I'm feeding him more eggs in the morning and less toast. Even though he does use the Sara Lee low carb toast, where you get 2 pieces of bread for, I'm thinking it's 19 grams of carbs. Little Miss L is trying to be my sous chef. I am going to lower this just so you can see sous chef L. There she is. She's looking at the prepped stuff that I have, because I'm going to make you an omelet. So she's a very good girl. She won't eat it when it's on the table like that, but she sure will stare at it. And yeah, so she's my sous chef, aren't you? Yeah. So I got that all prepped. And we're back. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an omelet. Now I've already had lunch, but I'm thinking once it cools down I can put it in the fridge and just reheat it tomorrow for Dennis or something. Maybe even chop it up and put it on our salad tonight. So you also get a little measuring cup, and it's got markings of all different sorts on here. It says poached, omelet. On this other side it has hard, medium, and soft, so you know how much water to fill it up to, okay? So now I'm going to make an omelet, and I'm going to show you how easy and fast it is. Let me get my Pam spray. And you could put, I even swiped a little butter in it one day. Okay, but we're just gonna, okay, so sprayed that with Pam. Now, I have an egg here. Now, do you know how you can tell? If you had a hard-boiled egg and a raw egg together, would you know how to tell which one is raw? A lot of homemakers that have been homemakers for years and years will know this, but maybe some of the younger people won't know this. Okay, let me put this down here lower. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, so I happen to know which is which. Now watch this one when I go to spin it. See how well it spins? Oh, you're not really seeing it. Kind of, sort of you are. Okay. So I got to do it out here, which is dangerous because this is the raw one. Elle, could you please take your nose away from the egg? Move back. Move back. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Okay. See, when you try to spin a raw egg, it's going to wobble. This one's not wobbling, but it oughta. It's not nuts. Now here's the hard-boiled one. See how it goes around like a top? Okay, that spins really well. This one doesn't. It kind of wobbles. So if they wobble but don't spin like a top, they're raw. And let's prove it. The one that just kind of was not awesome. Okay, so that's the one we're going to use to make an omelet. Now, one thing I also wanted to share with you, let me get my trash can. Everybody that's watched me cook before knows that I keep a trash can with a liner underneath my table here in the living room kitchen. And there I go with my handy wipes to sanitize my hands because raw egg touched my hand, and you know me and germs. Okay, so anyhow, what we're going to do is, and while it's cooking, then I'll tell you about the hard-boiled egg, okay? So I'm figuring this is going to be the easy way to beat my egg today. I'm putting it in one of my things that I got from Costco last year that I just love, and I'm just going to shake it like that. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring this over. You can kind of sort of see it, okay, huh? Let's see. Maybe I need to just a little bit higher for you. Uh-oh. Slow charging. Okay. Is that any better, you guys? Okay. So here we have our bottom part. with, you always have to put one of these in, okay? Put one in there, and then I am going to use some water, some filtered water, and I'm going to put it on the one that says omelet over here on this side. So you measure it out. Now, I'm using something that has a lot of water in it, so it may take a little bit longer to cook, but we'll see. The worst case scenario is you got to add a few more drops of water in there. Okay, so now I've got my prepared pan, right? It's all sprayed greasy, and I got my shaken egg. And what I'm going to do, and Elle is watching everything I do. I had some zucchini prepped for steaming for supper tonight with our pork chops and salad. So I thought, hey, that might be kind of neat to have a little zucchini sliced up in the omelet too. You know, you don't have to go crazy eating only plain eggs. You can use some of your leftovers or just a teeny, see? That's only one slice of zucchini. Now that's going to add a lot of color and flavor. Okay, so I've got some mushrooms. I'm going to put mushrooms in here, and I think I went a little nuts cutting mushrooms because I love mushrooms. So I'm not probably going to use all my mushrooms. I can throw that in our salad tonight. Then I have a tablespoon of real bacon bits. I use only real bacon bits. The other ones are way too crunchy and artificial flavoring. I don't like them at all. Then something to give it a little bit of pizzazz is I sliced up one of those string cheese that has jalapeno in it. It's by Sargento. Okay. I'm going to put some of that in there. Ella's really hoping that I don't need to use all of the cheese because she says, Mommy, I really would like a piece of that cheese if that's okay with you. I caught her eating dry food even though she's only got her 6 teeth, and I was really appalled and frightened because I'm worried that if she still has open pockets from her surgery that it can get embedded in there. But I'm thinking it's been, what, 3 weeks now since her surgery. Those pockets are probably closed. Okay, so that's enough of that. You can see it nicely. I'm just going to pour the egg in over it. Now, I don't use salt because there's salt in the cheese. There's salt in the real bacon bits. So I'm just going to pour the egg over it. For Dennis's, we use 2 eggs. And I buy only extra large eggs unless I'm buying jumbo eggs at Safeway that I told you about, $5 for a dozen. But they were so delicious. Okay, so I put the water in down there. I got this going on, and I didn't mix that egg white very well. Then you put the lid on, and then I'm going to just push the button down here. You have to, it's a real click, and it goes click. Okay, so now you can watch while, do you want to watch it or do you want to watch me? I'd have to pull the tripod way back, and then you wouldn't see my face so well if you wanted to catch your everything. I need a setup like Sam the cooking guy. I mean, he's got it. He does not know how well he's got it. You should see the setup this dude's got. He's got his son working as a cameraman. He films outside. He's got this beautiful, it's probably $3,000 cooking top. Must be nice. Anyhow, so we're going to let this cook. As you might see Already it's steaming up. Now it's got 2 pukas up here. If you get one of these things, don't reach over, because as you can see here, I'm healing from a burn because I was dumb enough to reach across when steam was pouring out of the circle. So I have an owie on my arm. Let me pull this back up. It's just going to be steaming, okay? Let's come. Ooh, there she is. There she is, Miss America. Oh my goodness. Okay, while we're letting this steam, and we're at 15 minutes, so it's gotta hurry. Hurry! Oh my goodness, I set off a car alarm in the front of the house. No, I didn't. Okay, Elle, are you having fun laying down there? What did you get on me? Okay, if you can see, there's a little puka, a little hole in the wide part of the egg. See, this is the pointy part, this is the wide part. You get that puka from this little pin that is in the bottom. Oh, see it? You can kind of almost see it. Sure, you can see it. See right there? Ah! They got to cover so that when you're not using the pin, you can cover it up, okay? But don't leave it down around toddlers or animals. They're going to want to chew on it and they're going to poke their mouth, and then you're not going to be happy at all. But when you're going to make hard-boiled eggs, you just pop this in until it goes all the way through, and you'll know when to stop. And that gives a little coating of air all the way around. So, you know how I told you that if you're going to make good hard-boiled eggs, you got to use your oldest egg, and that's because air can kind of seep through the shell, and so it'll be easier to peel. It doesn't matter with this. You can use fresh eggs, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to peel them. So, I made 7 hard-boiled eggs. It was amazing. And then after the steam, what you do is you just let the thing boil dry, and it'll pop itself off, okay? Have an ice bath waiting, water with ice cubes waiting for your eggs, and use your tongs. Where's my tongs? I don't need it. Oh, I kind of sort of do need them. Okay. Pardon my reach. Okay, so use your tongs to take the eggs and put them in the ice bath, right? Now, after 5 minutes, 5, upstaged by my hand. After 5 minutes in the ice bath, they can come out. They're done. And I tried this. I tried shelling an egg immediately after the 5 minutes of cooling off. Amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm just going around and around and around. Look at this. Look at that. Nothing is sticking to the shell. See that? Came off in big pieces. Isn't that awesome? You're gonna love this. Look at these big pieces. No little pieces. Okay? This is one of the best gadgets. Now, I'm gonna bring you down here so you can see it steam. Oops, slow charging. Okay, we can live with slow charging. Okay, so here we see, oh! I'm not gonna cut that out. I thought I could lift it up, and I wasn't thinking this through. I needed my hot pad holders. Anyhow, let's see if this is done or not. this you can hold with your little. It's all done. Let me make sure that the egg white is, because I'm kind of funny. I think I'll put that in there just for a couple more minutes. Let's put this back together. It's like a soft, it's 99.9% done. But I'm weird about the egg white. I like it nice and done. And if you scramble it real well with a whisk, you're going to get better results. This was kind of just for demonstration purposes to make it fast, okay? I personally would put all my eggs in the bowl and whisk it. Now, real quick, while this is finishing up, I'm going to bring you back up here with me. Hi, kids. Mama sending kisses. She says, don't you send them kisses, give me the kisses. I have to tell you about the omelet. I am the creator of, as far as I know, unless some other brilliant person has come up with this. I made this omelet for Dennis the other day, and it was amazing. Now, I beat 4 extra large eggs because both he and I were going to have one. The idea was to have fried rice taste without the rice. So, and I just heard, see, if I had just waited a couple minutes more, it was going to be done anyhow. It just popped off, okay? So let's take a look. Get my tea towel. There you go. Cheese and mushroom and zucchini and bacon. And this is how easy it comes out. And if you have nice bread, all toasted up, you could slip that into your bread and have an egg sandwich. What do you think? Okay, so I wanted to tell you about my invention, the fried rice omelet without rice. So what I did is in the eggs, I beat the eggs in a bowl with my whisk, and to the eggs I added dry chives. And the reason I use chives is because I like a little hint of oniony flavor, but sometimes onion can be a little on the strong side, if you know what I mean. So don't sniff that hard-boiled egg too hard, Ellie. She's over here sniffing it. She likes hard-boiled eggs. Maybe I'll cut her up some and let her have some. You don't want to give dogs too much, because does your dog, it's not so much the toots that come out and smell you out of the house and home. It's more the gas bubble that they get in their tummy, and then they jump right up and they scream out in pain, and they're like, what happened? What happened? They don't know. So, yeah. And, oh, excuse me. I need my paper towels. Oh, this is my new sunflower wreath that I got. Isn't that pretty? To hang up, and then it's got, let's see if I can show you. It's got a little ribbon with sunflowers that hangs down. So I'm going to try to figure out how to hang this back behind me. So anyhow, all of this because I needed a paper towel. And why? Get out, sit down. And why did I need a paper towel? Because I have an itchy nose and I didn't want to itch it with my hand. Okay, so what you're gonna do, beat your eggs, put a little dried chives. I used that Gourmet Garden brand that I have shown you before that you can get in the produce department. Or you could use just ever so slightly tiny grated onion, okay? But we want to use flavors that you use in fried rice. Now for me, it's the herbs in the tubes, the squeeze tubes that I've showed you. About this much of garlic and about that much of ginger, and you beat it in with the eggs, and 1 drop of sriracha sauce, just 1 drop, and beat it with the egg, and 1 drop of sesame oil, just 1 drop. That's very strong stuff, so don't go crazy with that. 1 little drop of sesame oil. Beat that with the egg, okay? And then on the side, we're going to have a little bit of frozen, excuse me. I could feel that coming on. On the side, you're going to have like just a tablespoon or 2 of frozen peas. You're going to have char siu that's chopped up. Now that's the red roasted pork. And I can get it at our grocery stores and our commissaries. It's in the warm section where they have the rotisserie chickens. If you don't find it in your store in the deli, you can look in any of your Chinese restaurants. You probably should be able to order a side order of char siu. And that is so delicious, and no good fried rice unless you got char siu. So I chopped up char siu, and what else did I have? Anything that you're cleaning your refrigerator, that's the way to make good fried rice, right? Any vegetables or leftover meats that are already cooked, you can do that. So I put the stuff for the omelet into this pan, this omelet pan here. Lots of char siu and peas, and then I poured the egg in over it, and I cooked it, and it, oh, I know, I almost forgot it. A couple of globs of shoyu, low sodium soy sauce. We use the Aloha brand. I don't know if you can get it there, probably not. But yeah, just a couple dashes of soy sauce, because we're used to the rice having that soy sauce flavor. It's hard to say soy sauce because we call it shoyu over here. Okay, so mix that in with all of the stuff I told you to put in your eggs. And I did it 2 times. I put Dennis's egg on top of his char siu and peas, and I steamed it, his omelet, and then once I dumped his out, I did mine. And it wasn't too much of a hassle to do that, but it tasted so good. It was like eating fried rice, but you didn't have the carbs of the fried rice. And I have to tell you that Dennis, he's kind of been buckling down, and his blood sugar has come way down, way down, and sometimes a little bit on the edge of too far down. So like it was 83, I think, the other afternoon, and he had to eat a little something before I picked him up. So yeah, so we're celebrating and excited and happy about that. He's even cut down his medication, so it's just buckling down and doing the do. So anyhow, I would tell you that if you, I keep this plugged in at my table here in the living room, kitchen. Okay, go out and find yourself one of these. Keep it on your table in the living room. No, you like to cook standing up in the kitchen. You keep it in the kitchen. But for me, I have it right next to the toaster. I got the toaster, and then next to it, I got this tiny little gadget making our eggs. And it's awesome. You've got your kitchen right there. Bam. And so, should I taste it? I should taste it. Let's take the knife. Let's see if that zucchini cooked. So I cut it. I'm going to taste the part that's got the zucchini. I think I'm just going to eat this for an afternoon snack. Okay, this is yummy. This is very yummy. I got the heat from that Sargentino's pepper jack cheese, or cheese with Monterey Jack with jalapeno. Oh my God, this is really good. This is 2 thumbs up. Okay. And real quick, I know I'm running long. It's 30 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm going to show you when you have a perfectly cooked egg. I guess what happens now, see that ring of green? It's nothing terrible. But you're hoping to have it without the rim of green for the perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg. The reason it has it is because these, I cooked them like 4 days ago. So must be staying in the refrigerator makes them. When I cut that one 5 minutes after I had put it in the ice bath that day, it was perfectly no dark green circle around. So anyhow, I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to finish my afternoon snack of an egg with all these vegetables and a little dab of cheese in them. And I will be seeing you later. Aloha!